Canelo Alvarez and Liam Smith have withdrawn from the Vada random drug testing program in the lead up to their fight on September 17th. Now, according to Eric Gomez of Golden Boy Promotions, he says there's nothing to worry about here. It's simply a case of logistics, that the fight is too close for the fighters to benefit from random drug testing. You know, they're trying to sweep it all under the carpet and say there's nothing to see here, it's not suspicious at all. Other people are not so sure. Other people are casting aspersions on this whole thing. It's no secret that Canelo kills himself to get down to 154. It's no secret that when he was still fighting 154-pound fighters, certainly for his past few, his last few fights at 154, he wasn't actually fighting at 154, he was fighting at 155. He was insisting that the fights take place at 155, not 154. Just 1 pound made a massive difference to Canelo because he was losing so much weight to try and get down to 154. So when you're talking about that much dehydration, 1 pound makes all the difference. 1 pound probably feels like 5 pounds to Canelo. So given those facts, some people are speculating that maybe this Vada testing procedure has been called off because Canelo may resort to taking some type of banned substances in order to try and make the weight, like diuretics, for example, which several fighters over the past couple of years, well-known fighters, have been caught using diuretics. And for those of you who are not familiar with what diuretics are, they're basically substances which allow you to lose a lot of weight very quickly. Okay? And you can see why that would be beneficial for a guy like Canelo. So, who knows? Again, Eric Gomez of Golden Boy says there's nothing to worry about here. There'll still be some sort of drug testing in whatever state this fight's going to be in. I think this fight's going to be in Texas, is it? Correct me if I'm wrong, people. I've totally lost the information from my head at this point in time. But regardless, they're saying there'll be drug testing conducted by the local boxing commission. Well, if local boxing commission drug testing was so good, then organizations like Vada, etc. wouldn't exist. The whole reason that they do exist is because drug testing on the state level by state commissions is not very good at all, people. That's why there's Vada. So I don't buy Eric Gomez's explanation for all this. I don't buy it. I don't think that we should just sit back and have no reason to be concerned. Again, I don't have any proof that there's any wrongdoing going on here. This is just all speculation. I'm just commenting on what many people are saying online, and I can definitely see where they're coming from. Definitely. How the hell is Canelo gonna make this 154? And remember, he was doing that 155 stuff. I mean, obviously he's, even in his recent fights, he's been fighting the catchweights at middleweight. But if you go back to when he was fighting junior middleweights, several years ago, he was fighting at 155. And he's a young man. His body's still growing. So if it was difficult for him to make 154 back then, I mean, it's going to be doubly, triply difficult for him to make 154 now. So there would definitely be reason for him to use whatever substance, legal or illegal, to get himself down to 154. To give him some help getting down. I'm not saying that he is using them substances, but I'm just saying if he were to use them type of substances, there'd certainly be a motive there, clearly. So let me know what you think about this story, people. Do you buy Golden Boy's explanation that there's no cause for concern at all? Nothing to see here, people. Move on. Do you buy that? Or do you think there's something a little bit fishy going on here? Drop your comments in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel. And also, before I go, will Canelo's stamina be seriously affected by his drop down to 154 again? Because he always had stamina issues, particularly in the later rounds. But I noticed that at the higher weights and at the higher catch weights, his stamina to me seemed a bit better. But when he really was draining down to 154, in the late rounds, his work rate dropped right off. Will that play into Liam Smith's hands if that's going to be the case again? Because Liam Smith, he has a decent work rate, he has a decent engine, he keeps throwing punches. Stylistically, I favor Canelo. I think Liam Smith's style plays into Canelo's hands. If Liam Smith is just going to come forward relentlessly as he normally does, maybe he won't. Maybe he'll try and box a little bit. You know, maybe he'll try and give Canelo a different look. But assuming he comes forward, I think that plays into Canelo's hands. But in the later rounds, if Canelo was drained from losing all that weight, then maybe Liam Smith might be able to do something if he's still in decent enough shape. If he hasn't taken enough, too much punishment, he might be able to do something. We'll see. So, yeah, anyway, people, let me know how you feel about everything I talked about in this video. It's your boy Hatman, I'm out.